Hello, my friends, and welcome back. I'm Chisco Gaming, and in today's video, I want to explain what frost stars are. That thing that many of you have been asking about. Chisco, how are you making purchases with these frost stars, and where do you get them? And today, I will show you. The very simple explanation of a frost star is that you can basically buy your way into these, and then instead of making a purchase using your credit card every time you want to go and pick up a bundle, you just exchange some amount of frost stars instead. And it's really that simple. You get frost stars from an official Century Games site. Century Games is the maker of Whiteout Survival. I will have a link to that in the description of this video, and I will show you that site in just a second. I mention this because I really like, for games where possible, to make purchases through their official stores rather than using third-party services. I'll explain more about that as well, and some of the scams that I've seen in just a bit. And for those of you that are new to my channel, consider subscribing. This is my dedicated Whiteout Survival channel, but I actually have another channel that's in this same genre, city building war games, with over, well, almost 250,000 subscribers as of the time of this recording. So hopefully you'll join me on this Whiteout Survival journey. I'm actually just a month into the game. I'm at 59 million power. I still actually have a lot of stats to gain, so more on that later, okay? But let's talk more about these frost stars, all right? The reason you would consider buying frost stars, not only for the convenience when you go to make a purchase, for example, if I wanted to buy this bundle, I tap to make a purchase, and you can see it just offers me the frost star price. By the way, this is like the same price, okay, equivalent, for like the amount of dollars I would have to spend to get these frost stars. The advantage of the frost stars is not only this convenience, but also if you buy enough of them all at once, then you get some extra gems on top. All right. Now, there may be third-party purchasing services for this game and other games. I've seen that before. But let me just caution you around that, okay? Which is that any other service that tries to get to, like, own your account information so that they can sign in on your behalf could be a risky thing to do. And I always wonder, like, what must the business model be for those businesses to operate, right? And the last time I saw a service that was like, oh, trust me, bro, I'll sign into your account and buy stuff for you, what they were doing is using stolen credit cards. And when the game maker figured out that it was the stolen credit cards, all those transactions got refunded and players got left holding the bag. Okay, so I would strongly not recommend or recommend against giving away your account information to anyone for any reason. But also, especially when it comes to sites that claim to be able to get you a discount, because maybe they're legit and maybe there's a business model there. You know, I've seen people claim that different regions of the world have different prices. Maybe that's a thing. I don't know. The safest thing is to be using an official site. And so the official site is what I'm about to take you to. That is, again, linked in the description. This is not an affiliate link. I'm just explaining what these frost stars are that I've been using in my videos, why I'm using them and not some other service, and also how you can get them. So let's go to the site now and I'll show you. So here we are on the official Whiteout Survival site where you can go and buy your frost stars. And there are several things that you will notice immediately. One is that you're going to link an account that is going to be the beneficiary of the purchase you make that will get the frost stars. But another thing you'll notice is that the highest tiers of this top-up that are available are going to give you bonus gems. If you spend $1,000, which is a lot of money, we're going to talk about that in a minute, you get 50,000 bonus gems. If you spend $700, you get 35,000 bonus gems. If you spend $500, you get 25,000 bonus gems. If you spend $300, you get 15,000 bonus gems, all right? And if we scroll all the way down, it explains sort of the rules here. So you can see, how does this work? Well, you're going to enter your user ID to link your account. You're going to select the desired items and pay with your preferred payment method. Contact or claim your purchased items through the in-game mail, and there could be a delay. I have had no delays when I've done this, and I'll show it to you in just a minute here. And if you do not receive your purchased items, please restart the game or contact customer support. I've always received my items. Purchase of frost stars in the interface won't count towards top-up events, which is very important. When you spend the frost stars in-game, that counts towards top-up events, all right? That's a very important distinction. And if your bank uses a foreign currency, additional currency exchange handling fees will be charged by your bank, and not this website. Okay, so if we scroll back up here, you see I have the $1,000 tier highlighted. I'm going to spend on this. And I just want to take a moment to, although I'm not a financial advisor, this is not financial advice, to remind you to consider your financial situation. Okay, we're talking about spending in a mobile game, which means hopefully you have already locked up saving for retirement, having an emergency fund, getting out of debt and staying out of debt, and prioritizing your family, and. And even before I became a full-time content creator, which I now do in a profitable way as running a business, I just want to be really clear, like, this for me is a business expense. Even before I was running a full-time YouTube channel or YouTubing at all, I only spent disposable income when I was spending in mobile games. So I just want to be really clear that I'm going to show you me spending $1,000, but genuinely consider your life situation. You are presumably an adult, right? Before you do something like this, not a financial advisor, not financial advice, whatever. Strongly recommend you consider your financial situation. Now, I'm going to buy this though. All right. This is the 5th time I'll be buying this for my account. And this, by the way, is convenient to me for a number of reasons. First of all, instead of having a bunch of microtransactions on my credit card statement, I just have one transaction, and it's not very micro, is it? And if you're wondering, like, why it is that a game developer would have a site like this or a tool like this, the reason is that this, I believe, means that they avoid paying a 30% fee to Apple or Android for, making the purchase in the mobile app. So it's very obvious why a game developer would want to have a site like this. And as a player, you get the benefit in this instance of, if you're going to buy these at least the $300 tier, you get a gem bonus. Anything less than that, you do get the convenience of not having to have a transaction every time you go and make a purchase. But I'm obviously here for the gem bonus. And almost every time I've made a purchase in this game, it's been through this site using Frost Stars. So let's go and top this up now. And in case you're wondering, even say, how do you use it, right? So when you are in game, you see the Frost Stars as I showed you. You can click a bundle to see how many Frost Stars it'll cost you. When you select to purchase with the Frost Stars, you get the bundle. It's very straightforward, but let's just do this now real quick. I'm going to hit pay. I'm going to be right back. All right, so we're back in game, and you see I haven't got my Frost Stars yet because you actually got to open your mail and claim them. So we go to my mail, and we go to system. You can see they're marking it hey, over here, the Frost Stars in the system section, and there it is, right? 50,000 bonus gems. There's my Frost Stars. GG easy, all right? And so from here, now you can see my Frost Star total's gone up. All right, and that's how that works. It is very straightforward. Let me show you buying a bundle. Normally, I would combine this with an event or something, but I do kind of need this stuff, so whatever, I'll just buy something anyways here. This is whale stuff in a mobile game. I'll buy Dawn Market, and I'll talk in a minute about how I evaluate bundles, but I really need these, really badly. Technically, you get a better blend of stuff over here, but the literal only thing I need is these. So, I already bought this at $5. Okay, we'll buy it at $10 then. That's fine. Yep, here we go. $10. You see it says, hey, pay with your Frost Stars. I pay with my Frost Stars. I get the bundle. Very straightforward, okay? And that's it. That's the whole thing. That's how they work. Very easy. And when you're evaluating bundles, one thing that I would strongly consider is basically the amount of resources you're getting in the bundle. Because when a bundle shows you a percentage, resources are very helpful at the start of the game. But once you get to the late game, it's my understanding that is not important to you. And so in the early game, maybe it is, but when you think about what bundles you're going to go and buy, the ones that have a high percent value and no resources or low resources are the ones that end up being higher value to you. And even, I'm told, in the late game, a lot of this stuff ends up not mattering, surprisingly. I still think this would be great value to buy, but apparently, once you have 5 heroes to level 80, do you need hero experience, really? Do you need these books? Apparently, you don't need them anymore. You need them like crazy in the early game. Anyways, that's something I would consider if you're going to go and consider buying a bundle. And the percentage is a pointer to the potential value of the bundle, but this one over here, as an example, is a pop-up bundle. I wish this gave more value than it did. I bought this more times than I would care to admit. And it was before I really understood what I was getting into and how much better value I could get later with other things. And so in general, I would like the pop-up bundles. Some of them were insanely high value, 3,000+%. But as a new player, I saw this. I was like, oh, I just get this, right? They're giving me a pop-up bundle for having done something. Like, it's probably very good. But compared to some other bundles that are sort of like in the shop periodically, you get better stuff. But the resource value here is a big part of this percentage. And you'd rather have a bundle that's higher speed ups. And I know there's players that need resources at the start. I totally get it. But that's something I will be looking at very closely. It's like, wait, how many resources are in this bundle really before you go and buy it? And, you know, there are events that are going to show up, like this one over here, Frosty Fortune, that I find are just like way higher value. And like, these are, in my opinion, some better places to go spend, but this is not a spending guide. It was mostly just intended to be a Frost Star guide. Like, how do you get your Frost Stars? Where do you get them? From the official site. And, you know, explaining why it is that I will always use an official site, even if the deal doesn't sound as good as some third-party site, is that the third-party sites have to be making their money somehow. And like, what's the business model? And maybe it's there that they magically, through some other country, are able to get a discount. But like, when I've seen third-party buying sites in the past, they were just using stolen credit cards. And once the sort of organization figured out, like, oh, these are stolen credit cards, all the players that use that service got screwed. So I just stick with the official stuff. There it is. Boom. That's how you do it. You enjoyed the vid, throw a like on here, subscribe to the channel. If you want to see some of my other Whiteout Survival content, I'll have some cards in the end screen. Technically, this is the end screen now. In the end, over here. Enjoy it, all right? Until next time, you have fun smashing your enemies. And yes, I get that this is probably not the best bundle that I could have bought, but also it might be the best bundle I had available to me right now. And the only reason I didn't buy Zinman is I'm going to spin the wheel for him and max him like that. I'm very close. So, and most people shouldn't max Zinman. What are we talking about? I'll talk about that in a separate video. Take care.